Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining me for this tarot read. Alrighty guys, so we're going to jump in and get started. I'll let you know too, this is going to be a general read, so it may or may not resonate with you. That's alright, you'll know if this message is meant for you because it's just going to make sense. Also, we are going to draw a tarot token at the end of this read. It's going to kind of be like our energy card here. Caring connections. Ooh. Financial constraints, I get a very interesting vibe off of that. I feel like somebody's making bad choices because of finances. I definitely have that vibe. Like something they shouldn't be doing to try and make money, like a quick fix. I feel like somebody's going to have a choice to make. I do feel like it's this thinking woman. And this is going to be about a caring connection. This is about somebody she's connected with, whether this is romance, family, friends. We're going to pull a few more cards here. Patience. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I see here. Somebody has, and this is a romantic relationship, as I could feel that as soon as I pulled this card. I saw an image of my mind. This is like a will you wait for me? Whatever somebody's doing to try and fix this financial situation, it's not legal. Somebody's going to wind up actually going, oh, there it is. Somebody's going to wind up going to jail. Somebody's going to jail. This thinking woman is the one who has the decision to make. This is, again, like, will you wait for me? Will you wait for me? That's crazy. This is what she's going to have to think about. Community. Oh. Oh boy, yeah, that was exactly the vibe that I wasn't sure where community exactly fit in. I got a very distinct impression when I got this sun card, and especially with this happy family. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. They have gotten together. They have had this romance. I don't know what the hell this dude was up to. It might come out further in the cards, being a little bit more specific, but he is going to jail for it. He is going to jail for it. He's not getting out in a couple of days. This is going to be a little bit longer than that. But I feel like in the meantime, she's pregnant. There's going to be children involved here. He's going to be missing out on births, on raising this little one. I feel like she's trying to figure out whether to stay with him, whether to keep sort of this as a family unit, or whether to move on with her life. Community, I feel like this is on her side of things. This is like having a support system in place while she goes through this. So friends, family member, to sort of help her out during this time so that she's not totally alone. We do have the Angel of Balance. She's trying to weigh this out. Is this an unhealthy attachment? If I stay attached to him, does this hold me back from moving on with my life? Garden in the Gate. See, and this card is for both of them. For her, this is this going to be fruitful for me, this relationship? Is this going to get me what I need? Or should I be moving on to something better? Should I broaden my horizons? This is part of what he did too. That he was, I feel theft is huge here. Part of what he did, the illegal stuff that he's going to jail for, I do see theft. Like stealing something that someone else had. She's struggling with walking away. She's struggling with weighing her options. Like, can she do this on her own? Does she need to have family to go to? Appreciation. I feel like he treated her well though. Like in this relationship between the two of them, there was no abuse. I don't feel abuse here. I don't feel like negativity. I feel like he was romantic. I feel like he was kind to her. I feel like he treated her well. Obviously, he lied to her about whatever the hell he was doing. She was not aware of that. I know she was not aware of that. That was a surprise. When the arrest came, now all of this that she's facing has given her a lot of anxiety. She doesn't know what her future holds. Now she's pregnant. She's got to worry about somebody else's future, this little one. I feel like he still does care for her. He didn't blow smoke up her ass when he told her how he felt about her. When he said, I love you, I care for you, he meant it. This dude meant it. He may have made some crap choices in his life, but he did mean that he loved her. That feeling was true. That emotion was true. I feel that in the cards. That was legit. And she's trying to figure out a plan now. This is her trying to figure out a plan. Do I stick with this guy? Do I even help him in his defense? Or Do I cut my losses? Do I move on? And do I raise this kid on my own? Door to value. See, in this door to value, this was what got him in trouble to begin with. This was like looking for money. Looking for money. I don't know if he was in a really rough spot financially and maybe had limited options, or what drove him to this conclusion. But the option that he did choose was definitely illegal. Like I said, stealing, theft. Theft is definitely involved in what he was doing. The fifth chakra is the throat chakra. I feel like a level of lying went along with it, obviously, but not just like going and physically taking from someone. I feel like speaking was part of it too, like telling somebody a lie, like running a scam. Yin and yang. We're going to grab some more cards. I want to know where that yin and yang fits in. I know he does care for her. I don't know if that comes into play and he's thrown into like, you know, you're my soulmate, you're my other half. I feel like they had a good relationship. Like she had no idea what was going on. I can see two people together. I can see them laughing. I can see them holding hands. I can see them being happy. I feel like if this crazy shit hadn't happened, these people would have been really happy together. But it was like his choices to bring this situation about has what called everything into question, all the happiness into question. It's like, this is no longer, she felt like she had found like her wish come true. Like this dude could fulfill all her wishes. And like I said, had this stuff not happened, had he not made these choices and moved in this way and now going through all of this legal stuff, I feel like they probably would have settled down. They would have got married. They would have had a happy life, probably a bunch of babies. Like these people would have had a good life together. There's a deep connection there. There's a genuine connection between these two people. But now it's like her dream life with this person is come to an end. She does feel foolish on some level that she blindly trusted him, because he did lie to her on some level. The Hierophant represents an institution. I don't feel like these two people are married. I do feel like this is something that they talked about. I don't know that there was even a proposal yet or that they are fiancés, but I do feel like this was actually their intention with each other. Their intention was to get married. Their intention was to settle down and start a life together. And like I said, everything's in question now. Because like, how can they have that when he's going to jail? It's limited their options. It's definitely limited their options. Feel like financially it's changed things too. Whatever scam he was running, whatever game he was playing, what he was doing to make money illegally, like he did fairly well at it. When I look at my mind's eye and I can see those people that are holding hands and smiling and happy, they are very well groomed. They're very well dressed. I don't feel like they want for a whole lot. I don't feel a sense of like a worry or like, how are we going to pay the bills kind of thing. I feel like he actually did financially quite well with whatever he was doing. That is completely turned on its head, right? That money's gone and now she's got a future to worry about. Like, how is she going to make ends meet? How is she going to make ends meet? Now she's got the baby to think about too. I'm going to grab a few more cards. I want to know where a couple more of these fit in. The Knight of Wands. You know, she was his queen. And I feel like to him, she's the most beautiful woman in the world. That hasn't changed. She is the most beautiful woman he's ever seen. He has eyes for no one but her. He really does. If this relationship comes to an end because of this will break his heart. This will break his heart. Guys, I'm not being like, you should feel so sorry for him, blah, blah, blah. But I'm feeling like there is a level of genuine emotion here between these two people. And yes, he made shit choices. Yes, he brought this situation on himself. But it's sad because it feels like everybody loses here. Everybody loses. And it was impulsive. What he was doing was sort of impulsive. That's why we had that Knight of Wands. It's like not thinking it through. That level of not thinking it through. And now it's like this, the partnership has a very high potential to dissolve. Because they wanted to get married. I do feel like this is something that was talked about. It's something that was agreed upon, whether, you know, there was an engagement ring involved or not. But this was where they both intended to head. See that 8 of Pentacles? He is called the Apprentice card. He represents hard work. He represents learning. He is in reverse. This this way that this man made money, this illegal way that he made money, it was like a shortcut. It was like a shortcut, so he didn't have to work a harder job. He didn't have to make a crap job. I feel like he might be limited in his education, whereas his options to find legal employment, useful employment, it would have been kind of like this, the Six of Pentacles. It would have been for like breadcrumbs, like working all day for breadcrumbs. And it was like, I can't build a life. I can't treat her like this Queen of Pentacles and give her everything that she deserves on breadcrumbs. I was like, I want more money than that. I need more money than that. We need more money than that. He wanted to provide this for her. And this was something, it was a decision he made on his own. She had no idea he was doing this. This was all him. It was a secret that he kept, where this money was coming from. That Strength card. Yeah. You know, we do have a lot of cards here in reverse. I do feel like they are not 100% set in stone. I still feel like a waffling both ways, and it's because the heart is involved. It's like separation. Are we going to separate? Are we going to sort of just separate and wait till you're out of prison and then come back together? Is she going to wait for him? It's like there's a lot of ifs with this Three of Swords. You look at it and it just looks like heartbreak, right? Well, yes, this situation is heartbreaking. Yes, it can represent separation. It can also represent separation with the chance of reconciliation. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this has come to an end. Their idea of having a happy family life at this point has come to an end, because now there are other elements at work that neither of them have control over. It's going to take a lot of strength if they want to stay together during this time to be able to come together as a family when he gets out. I feel like it's extremely unknown when that's going to be. So this is still going through the process. There's no sentence yet. This hasn't had a conclusion yet. With that High Priestess, she speaks of secrets. She speaks of the unknown as well, a lot like the moon, sort of traveling between the conscious, the subconscious, the light, the dark. She's sort of that in between. I feel like they don't know. They don't know how this is going to play out. They don't know how long he's going to be in prison for, or in jail for. Now that Judgment card is like karma, sometimes getting back what you put out into the world. It's in reverse. This judgment has not been made yet. He doesn't know what his sentence is going to be, how long it's going to be, how long he's going to be taken out of the regular world from and put in prison for. We're going to grab a few more here. Is she going to be his Knight of Pentacles? Is she going to be his steady Eddie? You know, is she going to stick with him for the long haul? We have the Seven of Pentacles too. It's like sort of that abundant harvest and reaping what you've sown. He did this to himself, right? This was his choices that got him in this situation. And now there's this level of uncertainty that everybody has to face around him. It's not just him anymore. See, and then these two cards came out in reverse, which make absolute sense. We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is like standing up for your ideals. It's like fighting for yourself, fighting for your ideals. Are they going to fight for this relationship? Are they going to fight to keep this relationship together? Or is somebody going to Three of Wands, leave it in the past and move forward and move on? This is part of the unknowns. You know, it's like they thought they were going to have this happy life together. This is what they were trying to build. This is what he was trying to build towards too. He was going about it the absolutely wrong way. He brought an element of risk into things that didn't have to be there, with the juggling, with the lies, with the illegal activity. Did not exercise temperance, which is balance between emotion, balance between logic, right? Being able to think things out and make the right choice, or think your choices out a lot better. Oh my goodness, yeah. We're still not sure which way this is going to go. We have the Tower card. The Tower card represents endings, right? Things coming to an end, but that's in reverse too. We have this Eight of Swords. This is like this level of uncertainty. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Someone trying to find clarity. Someone trying to seek a personal truth. I do feel like whatever his sentence is going to play a big part in this coming forward, because I keep getting like uncertainty, like there's other elements going on here that still have to come into play. That Moon card can represent that too, is that there are still things that need to be revealed. So that Ace of Cups can represent new beginnings. This can represent the pregnancy too. I do believe that's what it's speaking to. This was supposed to be like a new life for themselves. This was supposed to be a life that they were building together with this baby coming that was sort of an expression of their love. And they meant to get married. They meant to carry on. The King of Swords, see, and that's exactly it. They have no idea which way to go. She can't make her choice until she here's what this King of Swords has to say. This King of Swords is the judge. This King of Swords represents this judgment being handed down. The Eight of Wands in reverse next to him. The Eight of Wands is about communication. It's in reverse. We're waiting for communication from this King of Swords. It's like these lies were the Devil card. These lies and the Seven of Swords is actually a warning of theft, which is what I felt very early on what he was doing. The lies, the deceit, and the theft, those illegal activities. This is what became this devil in their relationship. The devil is a destructive force, and it is destroying the life that these two people were trying to build together. And I keep seeing them in my mind, and they just look so happy. So it's very sad. Very sad. And now there's the baby on the way in this life that they wanted for themselves. And now everything's up in the air. And I do not see in these cards a decision from this King of Swords. I feel very distinctly in these cards, this is a current situation and it has not been resolved yet. And once he hands down his verdict and the sentence, that's when she is going to decide what she is going to do. I drew a tarot token here, so we're going to flip it over and see what it is. Hermit. Hermit is where they're both at right now. Sort of at this time of reflection, this time of introspection, thinking about their choices, thinking about what got them to this point, and sort of trying to look towards the future. What do we want? What do we want for the future? What do I want my future to look like? How is this going to go? As like, this is kind of where they're at because they're not together right now. They're physically separated. So they are both in this hermit mode, alone and within their thoughts, doing a whole lot of reflection. Like I said, no decision is going to be made until this King of Swords makes his choice. That is what will determine whether we're going to Seven of Wands and fight for this and this is going to turn upright, or whether we're going to leave this in the past and walk away like this Three of Wands turning upright. There's a level of uncertainty here, guys, that the cards just will not clear up because there's other elements that have to come into play. Alrighty guys, if you enjoyed the read, if it resonated, please hit that like, that subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. Do feel free to comment too. I love hearing from you guys, and have a great day.